Back again for another one, peeps. What's going on? So, I thought before I went to bed, I would make another video. Shout out to the Style OG. Go follow his YouTube. Great channel. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a reaction. I haven't seen this because it came out yesterday, so I didn't get to see this. But it's 12 skills every modern man should have. Listen up, ladies. You want marriage? You want to find a good man? Listen to this video. This is what typically men need to have as far as skill sets. So let's get into this, peeps. Let us get into this. Let us get into this, baby. All right. Let's go ahead.
What's up, YouTube? Jeff, your Style OG. And on today's video, I'm going to share with you 12 skills I believe every modern guy should have. If you're new to the channel, we're more productive, efficient, and successful. But I believe there are certain skills that are even more important in our modern age. And that's what I want to discuss with you on today's video. On today's video, we're going to take a deep dive into 12 skills I believe every modern man should have. So without any further delay, let's hop right into it. Now, the first skill that I believe is very important for the modern man, you have to have the ability to have present time consciousness. What does this mean? When you have present time consciousness, you can focus easily on the task at hand. You're not easily distracted. This can be a problem for the modern man, especially with social media, 1,000 cable channels, 20 streaming services. Your brain is less effective when you attempt to multitask. Focus on one thing at a time. Multitasking and constant attention switching slows you down. You get less done, not more. When you focus on...
I want to say this. As far as I'm concerned, that's totally me. Anyone that's worked with me at an actual job will know that I focus on one task, get it completed, and then move on to another task. I have a queue, and in that queue, I list whatever is important, right? So I move the important stuff up. Now, if there's nothing important, what I do is I list the things I know is not going to take very long. So it's just a in and out situation. Is start the task, get it done in a couple seconds, couple minutes. The things that I know is going to take a long time to do, I put at the bottom. Now again, depends on your priority list, right? If I got a supervisor that's saying, hey, I need this done, it's going to take me 2 hours to do. Obviously that's going to go on top. So I put all the stuff that's priority at the top. Now if I have 3 things that are a priority, then what I'll do is I'll take the shortest thing I know is going to take, it's not going to take that long, unless there's a time constraint, and that means that this person has to have it at a certain specific time, right? So what I do, again, if that's not the case, I take the 3 things, do the short thing first, second short thing second, and then the third thing, which is going to be the longer one, do that last. Then I do everything else after that. So I get it. Let's go.
Present time consciousness, you become more creative, you become more productive, you just get more done. In fact, it's been shown that people that focus on one thing at a time are up to 500% more productive. A very important skill to have in these modern times, have present time consciousness. Next up on the list of the very necessary skills for the modern man, you have to learn how to budget. Now, we all need money management skills. We have to have control of our finances. But to get anywhere with your finances, you have to start at step 1. That's learning what your budget is. You have to have a firm handle of all the resources that come in and go out every month. If you want to figure out what your budget is.
Now, I will say I have been doing a lot better over the past 5 years at budgeting. And I have seen where my expenses are just too much. But I've been doing really good. In fact, even right now, I've been doing some budgeting. And starting tomorrow, I'm going to do even more budgeting to figure out what everything costs. Because what I haven't done since things have changed, I haven't done a lot of budgeting. I thought I've had a budget, but apparently I don't no more. Not sure what changed, but we're going to find out. But we're going to start budgeting stuff. They have apps for this. very simple to download the app. I have one app that's an Even app. My current job actually uses it to where you can get your paycheck every week, or even take out money, and it gets on put onto your bank account the same day, which is actually pretty awesome if you need emergency funds. But it's really good. The app itself is pretty good at telling you what you can spend and what you can't spend and how much and all of that. So that's good. The only thing I will say is the app kind of lacks the actual budget. I don't think there's a way, I haven't seen it, where it actually lists like your actual expenses versus how much you're making a month. But you can do this in an Excel spreadsheet pretty damn easy. There are YouTube channels that are dedicated to budgeting. But yeah, that is something I can approve on. So let's go.
Here's what you do. You meticulously write down everything that comes into your pocket and goes out for 3 straight months. Total up what comes in and goes out every month and divide these totals by 3, giving you a 3-month average. This will give you a working budget. When you know your budget, it allows you to assess where you are financially. Then it allows you to strategize and plan your immediate and long-term financial future. Before you think about investing, real estate, starting a business, you have to start at square one. You have to learn your budget. Next up is a hugely important skill in my opinion. You have to learn how to negotiate. Now in life, one of the keys is finding common ground with other people, finding compromise, but doing it in a way where you don't get the short end of the stick. You do this by becoming a skilled negotiator. Doing so ensures you get a fair deal. And also being a good negotiator improves your confidence, but it also improves your listening ability. To come to an agreement, you have to see things from other people's point of view. Being an active listener, taking in what they need, making sure they get something out of the deal as well as you do, makes you a good negotiator. Being a good negotiator can help you land a great job, help you navigate personal relationships, and help you make huge purchases like buying a house or a car. In life,
I will say I think my negotiating skills is pretty good, especially when it comes to certain things. And I think when I was working at was yeah, right here. Yeah, right here. I was working here. Yeah. I negotiated a little bit. I think I did a pretty good job at that. Made some deals along the way. No financial deals, but did kind of twist and turn some policies, kind of got away with some things, but again, it's all about negotiating. We ain't gonna get into that. That's a whole different separate video.
you're gonna want some things, and the guy on the other side of the negotiating table will too.
Yeah.
Build up your negotiation skills. Now, I'm always looking to enhance or improve the skills I already have or develop new skills. I think you should too. And one of the best places to do so is on today's video sponsor, classes every week, so there's always something. And you want to enhance and improve your skill set? Do so on Skillshare. Now, another very important skill for the modern man to have, you need to ace your style and grooming. That shouldn't be a surprise coming from me. Now, the reason why I believe it's so important for the modern guy, your personal brand is more important than ever. Personal brand begins with your image, thus the importance of your style and grooming. You want to make sure you invest in a wardrobe that has quality basics from the ground up. Buy the highest quality shoes you can reasonably afford, and make sure you dress for your style, personality, and the occasion. Make sure you master business casual and smart casual. But the modern man also can't neglect the importance of grooming. Make sure you're up on manscaping. Clip and trim those unruly hair. You also want to develop a daily skincare routine, and for a bonus, have a signature scent. In today's modern age, your personal brand is more important than ever. It starts with your image, ace your style, and your grooming.
So I want to say this, and especially people who women that decide to date me or even talk to me, realize I'm about an image now, right? We're in our 40s. I'm at a semi-professional position. So I can't have you going out in public looking like a streetwalker, nor can I have you looking homeless, right? I need you to be presented well enough, because at the end of the day, if I meet, any of my employees, any of the personnel at Walmart, I want people to see me in a good light, right? I want them because they're not gonna remember too much about me, but they'll remember the woman that was on my arms. Oh, she dressed really nice. Oh, she was really nice. I want them to remember that. That right there is one of the reasons why a lot of men elevate. It's because they're married, they have a family, and that actually, believe it or not, back in the day, was a signature thing. If you wanted to move up in business, because single people have it really hard, especially if you're a single man. They look at you as very less than, when it comes to business. So when it comes to style, I'm not gonna say I'm flashy like him. I do try to dress somewhat, casually nice. But it's even more important that whoever I'm with dress nice as well, looks nice, especially when we go out. If they have a problem with that, they can't be with me. Okay, but let's keep going.
Now, a lot of us have been encouraged to develop this next skill throughout our lives, but it's really important in these modern times. I think it would be very helpful if you learned a second language. Now, with the world being more interconnected and
I will say that is something that I have thought about doing is learning a second language. The only problem is that the only other language I would learn would be Spanish, and I wasn't good at Spanish when it came to enunciating the words. So the other language I wanted to kind of learn too was Japanese, but only because I watch anime, so it just makes more sense to learn Japanese, right? So I'm thinking about it. We'll see about it in the next couple of years. I want to try to focus on my career and some other things first. Because I'm not travel, which he's probably going to sit here and say, well, we're gonna keep going. But I feel like he's going to say something about traveling, which I think I'll be able to travel once I get into my 50s. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see, peeps. Let's keep going.
ever, and with us interacting with the worldwide audience, knowing a second language is invaluable. Learning a foreign language or two allows you to connect both at home and abroad. Being fluent in a second language can help you in business or at work. It makes you a more valuable asset. And learning foreign languages allows you to immerse much better in different cultures.
I will also say too, if you are able to learn a second language, you do know that you're gonna be more valuable to a company. Not only that, you'll get paid more. So if I was bilingual, I probably wouldn't even be working at Walmart. I would probably be working at some other big name, but doing work where it takes translations. Because like I said, you can get paid a lot of money because it's a unique skill. Matter of fact, when I was working at work, so we actually had quite a few Spanish speakers. Some of them weren't even Hispanic, right? Which again is a great trait to have because you get paid more because you're that much more valuable. But let's keep going.
It will sharpen your brain and enhance your cultural horizons. With the world getting smaller and smaller, and with us getting more interconnected, it's more beneficial than ever to learn a foreign language. Now, next up is a skill that I believe has always been important, but is just as important in these modern times. You must develop the skill of being able to give a speech. Now, whether you're giving a toast, making a presentation at work, offering a eulogy, or creating content, you have to have the skill of giving a speech. When you do so, you have the ability to inform others, motivate others, persuade others, connect with other people on a deeper level. You're able to make those social connections and bring people together. Now, I know giving a speech can be challenging. Many people feel awkward. But when you have the ability to give a speech, you improve your communication skills and you inspire others around you. So whether it's in your work or personal life, a very important skill for the modern man to have, learn how to give a speech.
Woo, yeah, I need to work on that. See, I don't like giving speeches, mainly because I don't do TED Talks. Matter of fact, I took a class. Oh my gosh, I took a class. Got done with it actually last week. Of these damn stupid TED Talks, and they do a lot of. It's just too much, right? I'm the type of person I just want to get straight into what I need to say. But giving a speech, not my forte. Can I lead a meeting? Kinda. I'm the type that I like to just put my information out there on Front Street, right? I am more of a debate let's debate, let's come together and put ideals together versus giving a speech. I don't even know. And technically, another skill that, and he kind of alluded in this, is that a man should have is the ability to give a toast. But again, that's a acquired skill, giving a toast, right? And that's something that I think that once you get into your 50s, you really need to definitely be able to give a toast. Because that's going to be one of the things that you're going to run into as you get older. But let's keep going.
Now, next up is what might be thought of as an old school skill set, but I think it's even more important in our modern times, especially with the instability of the economy. I think it's a big thing if you know how to do basic household repairs. Now, being able to fix things around the house not only can save you time, but money. And also when you fix things yourself, it gives you a sense of accomplishment. I'm not saying you have to do all major repairs in your house, but do some basic ones. Want some examples? Learn how to fix a leaky faucet. Know how to spackle a hole or a scuff, unclog a drain, fix a running toilet. You also might want to learn how to change a doorknob. When you know how to do basic household repairs, you save yourself time, money, and give yourself a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, I will tell you right now, I already got that in the bag. I haven't done anything plumbing wise. Of course, with me living in an apartment building, we can't be messing with plumbing like that. But like a leaky toilet, again, if I have to buy the part, again, talk to my maintenance guy. But the other stuff around the house, have I had to fix anything around this house? Not really. I got a smart lock that I replaced the deadbolt with, so I have a smart lock so I can get in and out of the house via my phone. My thermostat is smart. I just switched that out. That, by the way, was a freaking pain to do. That's pretty much it around here. Yeah, it's pretty much it. So yeah, I can do the basic stuff. I can fix cars in some way. Mainly install stereo, install speakers, general basic stuff like changing the oil and spark plugs. I've done that. I had to change out a window regulator. If you don't know what that is, look it up. That was a freaking pain to do by yourself. That would have been, great if I had a spouse. Just saying, two people. Because trying to do that myself was a pain to do. But yeah, I can do the basic stuff. No biggie.
Next up is a skill that falls right in line with basic household repairs. I believe the modern man should know how to do basic car mechanics. Now, if you're anything like me and you've been paying attention to the new and used car prices, you probably realize you're gonna have to hold on to that car a little while longer. And if you've come to that conclusion, it only makes sense you know how to do some of the basic things when it comes to taking care of your automobile. Say, for example, you have to know how to change a flat tire, change out the battery, jumpstart your battery, change the air filter, change your spark plug. If you've seen the astronomical prices they're asking for cars today.
And let me tell you something too, peeps. Definitely learn how to change your spark plugs, because I changed mine. Matter of fact, when did I change mine? I changed mine at the beginning of this year. Was it beginning of this year? I don't even remember. I don't think it was even in the beginning of this year. I think it was before I left JB Hunt last year. But I changed mine out. Actually, I think it was last year. I changed mine out. Now, I changed the spark plugs themselves and the spark plug wires. Okay, I got those replaced. And the cabin air filter, replaced that, and the air filter. So all of that together was $100. Now, keep in mind, the most expensive thing was the spark plug wires. Had I not had to buy those, I would have paid probably, I probably would have paid maybe $30 at most for those things. Because the spark plugs themselves are not that expensive. And especially if you get the right ones that will last a lot longer for your car. Versus taking it to an auto mechanic who basically charge you $150 to $200 just to change all that stuff out. So yeah, learn how to change all your spark plugs.
In today's modern time, a very important skill to have, basic car mechanics. Now, of course, it's great to be able to take care of that machine that gets you from point A to point B. But I believe you really need to take care of your most important machine, your body.
Yeah.
You can do so by learning how to lift weights properly. Now, lifting weights has so many benefits. It improves your muscle tone, increases your strength, makes you more flexible, helps you burn calories more efficiently by boosting your metabolism. You do so by learning how to do compound movements with the proper form. Compound movements such as squats, deadlifts, and bench presses. Learning to lift weights properly helps prevent injury and helps you maximize your results by targeting the areas you actually want to work on.
And I'm gonna tell you, some of you women, you could actually go on Amazon and buy free weights. Spend $100 on some free weights. They'll last you for a long time. Me personally, I've been doing resistance training because I guess I could do free weights. What I'm really trying to do is wait till I get my CPAP machine. Since I find out that I have sleep apnea now, I'm trying to get that way I can be more well rested, because exercising and not getting good night's sleep don't mix. And there's some issues when it comes to energy levels and just other stuff. But I do basic exercises. I also, too, when I'm at work, tend to work in the shipping department. So I have my cardio, and I also am lifting heavy boxes up. So I'm getting my exercise in while I'm working during the week at my job. Even though I'm a office person, I do go out and try to help the shipping department out when I can. So get more into this, baby.
Build your confidence, become healthier and stronger. Learn how to lift weights properly. Now, next up is a skill I believe my younger G's definitely need to work on. You have to have the ability to ask a woman out. Here's the thing. Life is about people and the connections we make. One of the most important connections you will make is a potential
We gotta ask a woman out? What?
long-term mate. You can't get there without asking her out. Now, I know a lot of you guys are meeting the women on the internet, but after you made that digital connection, you actually have to meet in real life. How do you do that? By taking charge like a man should. Realize it's time to go out on that date? Don't ask her what she wants to do. You take charge and make a plan. Call her up and say, hey, I'm doing such and such on such a day. I would love for you to join me. The woman will love that you took charge. There's nothing worse than being on the phone and say, hey.
You know what? I can attest to this. Now, let me just give y'all some context, too, and what he's saying. Especially for you women, do not, especially as a man, do not simply ask a woman out. When you do decide to ask her out, get her on a video call, okay? Every phone has a camera. It doesn't matter if she has Snaps. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, grown men don't typically have Snapchat. That's another thing. If y'all are meeting if you women are meeting guys on Snapchat, what the hell is wrong with you? No wonder your relationships are shitty. Go to work and go find men and ask them, do you have Snapchat? The majority of the ones are going to tell you no. You know why? Because they're fucking married. Listen to me. Men are typically not going to have stuff like Snapchat and WhatsApp and all that stuff. The quality men, we just don't have that. Again, we're busy, right? We got shit to do, right? All that to me, my daughter has that stuff. You know, it's cute, I guess. Now, if a guy does typically have that, it's probably because his daughter has it and he's just being a father or whatever. But I don't have that shit. But anyways, get them on video chat. Video chat. Same thing with the ladies. Make sure you video chat your guy. Fill her out. Don't chat for too long. Make it like you can make it 15, 20 minutes. But you want to make sure that it's a real person, number one. And two, you want to just kind of get a feel for her. This is a great thing to do before you actually go on an actual date. If she's not able to video chat with you, if he's not able to video chat with you, right? They make these excuses. Just realize that sets the precedence of what your relationship's going to be like. So, like I said, ask the girl out, but if you're doing online dating, make sure you video chat before you even try to meet up with the person. That's just what I'm gonna tell you. A matter of fact, I have never gone on a date with someone I could not, didn't have a video chat with, or if they never sent me like videos throughout the day. But we'll get into that later. Let's go.
Hey, what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? A great way to turn her off. Yes, in this digital age, you have a whole world of women you have the possibility of meeting, but you still have to learn how to ask her out. Now, next up is a very simple skill that I believe can take you a long way. Now, I don't expect most guys to be gourmet chefs, but what you can learn to do, learn how to cook eggs in several ways. I mean, nothing's more versatile, easy to make, and more satisfying than some eggs. And it's very easy to learn how to make eggs in a multitude of ways.
Hey peeps, I refuse to deal with eggs. I don't like eggs. They're nasty. I'm not seeing any way to actually make them actually taste better. I mean, maybe if you fix some eggs, scrambled eggs, and mix it in with a whole bunch of other ingredients, that they get lost in there, so you don't take. That's one way I can see. But eggs are just nasty. I don't know how the hell y'all. I don't know what the hell wrong with y'all, chat. No eggs.
Ways. I'm talking about scrambled, in an omelet, over easy, fried. Kids love eggs, women love eggs, you and I love eggs. No, I don't expect you guys to go out and be Gordon Ramsay right away. But you can have in your arsenal the ability to cook eggs. Now, a lot of the skills we talked about on today's video is about you being a better you, seeing how you can improve and be a better man. But this next skill is about other people. I think it's very important that you learn how to do basic first aid like CPR and the Heimlich maneuver. This is a skill that you might not want to have to use, but you want to have the ability to do so. You can save someone's life, a stranger or someone you love. Learning basic first aid, CPR, the Heimlich maneuver won't take much time. Take a class, get certified. Because yes, you want to develop skills to be the best you can be, but you still want to do things for other people. You might save someone's life. Now, as I mentioned, as a man, we should constantly evolve, adapt, and get better. And you do that by improving, enhancing, or developing new skills. And I believe if you learn a lot of the skills we talked about in today's video, you'll be well on your way to a very effective, productive, and efficient modern man. Now, as always, I love to have your input.
All right,
let the style.
That's how it is. That's it for the modern man, Pete. Give it up. So those are some 12 skills that every modern man should have. I agree with those. The egg thing, y'all can leave. Y'all forget that. I ain't cooking no damn eggs. Ain't no egg coming up in my damn place. No, I hate it. I don't know why y'all eat that nasty mess. But in replace of the eggs, you just need to learn how to cook different meals and modify different meals. That's one skill that I think a lot of people should have, especially men in general. Being able to cook. You can say mac and cheese, right? Easy, right? You think it's easy, but not just cooking it how it is on the box, but adding different stuff and tweaking it a little bit, and maybe adding it as a casserole dish and adding different ingredients. So learning how to mix and match food, that's important. So all right, peeps, yeah. So you see, these are things that, you know, women, I'm gonna be honest with you, women. These are things right here that you should be looking for to make sure that a man has at least 8 of these traits. I mean, I hate to say this, but you gotta, if you want a man, you gotta ask questions. Hey, are you a handyman? What do you like to do for, a lot of people like me, I'm a tech person. So if you have problems with tech, I'm your guy. You see what I'm saying? I have a smart house. Like I just told you, I can literally just take my phone. Matter of fact, I can use Google, my display over here, unlock my door while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? While I'm here. So, I'm a tech person. So, anyways, great video. Like I said, go follow him, the Style OG on YouTube. I am out, peeps. Peace, and I am gone.